Wake up, it's a brand new day. Crazy Lou's here, got something to say. Good morning, gamers, rise and shine. It's time to play, let's have a good time. Morning, gaming community. With Crazy Lou, it's a world of unity. Upbeat and lively, we're feeling so free. In the world of games, we're just meant to be. Grab us from the night and eat up scene. Crazy Lou is ready, it's a gaming scene. Frumies trading through the worders game. All recent gaming go, rates and A top mean. Good morning, coming moving. It's a world of unity. Upbeat and lively, we're feeling so free.
Initiating launch sequence.
Let's begin! Hello. Can you guys hear me now? Am I good now? Hey, tell her, watch out for the cables. Don't listen. If you're gonna clean, watch out for the cables. But no. She had to clean by the cables and pull the cables and pull especially the microphone. Pull the webcam. Do something. At least that gives me a warning. But no, she pulled the cables. All right. Here we go again. Good morning, everybody. Also tuning in even the crazy one with Sean Beautiful and an awesome Tuesday chat. Good morning. What's up? Louis, remember when you said you talk about PS taking games off a PC? If it was very true, well, it looks like it's true. Okay. Cool. But here's the thing, though. You're in a town hall, though. And to be honest, though, can I tell you something with all the love and everything in the world? I don't give a shit anymore. Because I'm getting tired of this flip-flopping thing. If it's not going, if it's going, if it's not going, if it's going, if it's not going, if it's going, if it's not going, if it's going. It's getting kind of old. I mean, I don't understand why can't they come out themselves and say, hey, this is not going to PC, period. That's all they got to say. That's all they got to say. But again, this was heard in a town hall. And I'm like, huh? Okay. I mean, all right. Cool. All right. Nice, Kenneth Williams. Nice. Oh, yeah, that's right. Happy Forza release day today, too. We're getting Forza Horizon release today. But my God, with all this crazy news happening, in the background, of course, when it comes down to PlayStation, I mean, PlayStation's getting another lawsuit, too. Another lawsuit Sony's getting. Incredible. Another one. Oh God, when is it ever going to end, huh? Eric Von Everett, good morning. Xpexo NYC, good morning. You Bay, hello, hello, hello. What's up, Preston Wick? Hello, hello, hello. How's everyone doing today? Lights 3184. What's up? What's up? Harry Balsack. He says, Lou, why don't you choose 9:10 as you start time? Why not 9:05? Listen, the reason why I chose 9:10 now is because I need that 10-minute leverage sometimes, you know? You don't care because it's true or what was and what and yes, it was written top by Herman Holst, so yes, it's confirmed. You don't care because it's true or what? But the question is, how is that going to affect me though? I don't understand. What do you think is going to affect me though? This man thinks this is going to affect me. Man, let me tell you something. The last PlayStation game I played, and I said this before and Chad knows this, and it was on my PS5 because number one, I have a PS5. Believe it or not, I do have a PS5. I mean, the box is in there. And right now it's not in my house. You know, I got to go pick it up because now the cousin called me and said, hey, come pick it up because I'm not using it. Okay. So it's at my cousin's house, 2. And 3, I have a PS5. So how does this affect me? I don't understand because if I want to get my games on PS5, I can get my games on PS5. I want to play them. I work, my friend. I make money. Shoot. I don't understand what y'all like. Actual question. Why does this matter to ponies so much and how does this benefit them anyway? Well, I'll tell you this much. It's going to affect them because it's going to affect their wallets now because look what's going on though. They increased the PS5 Plus. It's not going to affect me because I don't use that shit. No, listen, the reason why I don't care, because I'll tell you why I don't care, Lights. You need to understand what's going on. Why I actually do not care is because, look, if you're going to do something, come out and say it. Stop like having a third person go out and say it because then you got speculation out there to believe whether it's not true or not. Because here's the thing, though. Herman Holst supposedly did a town hall yesterday and said this. I mean, do you understand where I'm coming from or not? Because that's the situation that's going on. And me, for example, I can say supposedly because PlayStation itself has not gone out there themselves. Not Herman Holst, no. Not this too, because listen, I can't even backtrack what Herman Holst says too. Because remember what he said about Concord? This is the best game ever, blah, blah, blah. And listen, when it comes down to PlayStation, the strategy has shifted like 100 million times. It used to be 2 years for a PC port to get there. Then it went down for a year. Then it went back to 2. Then it went down to this. Oh, let's do this. Let's do that. I mean, they backtrack on everything they say. But at least they are saying it themselves, though. But don't tell me from a town hall because a worker came around and said this to Jason Schreier that I should actually believe it or not. And here's where I'm going to get to it. And I'm being as honest as I can be. I don't care anymore. Yes, he does. He does miss with his information. I understand. Are you here to protect Jason Schreier? Shit. All right. Go ahead, protect your friend Schreier, though. Listen, they all miss when it comes down to the information sometimes. Oh, wow. He nailed 1 out of what, 100? Wow. If it's actually true, because again, I'm just like, who cares? Because then, let's see, next generation, we might see them bring it back to PC ports. Who knows? I mean, I don't even know what's going on this generation already with all this RAM prices and everything. I mean, we have the worst generation ever. Light seems to be bored, though. I think Light needs a little vacation today. Notice how Sony announced this right before Xbox Summer Showcase, where Helix will be revealed. I don't think Helix is being revealed this summer. You actually think that, guys? I mean, I believe that too, though. I believe it's going to be revealed this summer. Where is Joey, though? I wonder when Joey's coming in because we got a lot to discuss today. So, chat, besides the argument with this fellow, because look, at the end of the day, though, I don't care. If it comes, it doesn't. I mean, shoot. Good. I mean, at the end of the day, though, they're paying for it, so that's their problem, not mine. Um, oh, you made. Oh, you did. Nice, nice, nice. All right, good stuff. What are they going to reveal when the alpha dev kits create? I made Dirt Show yesterday making fun of PS. Oh, dang. Oh, man, that's good. How was it, though? How did it feel, though, bro, boy, to make fun of PS fanboys? Because, I do that all the time. And let me tell you something, it feels good. I mean, they're here right now trying to fight me off over Schreier. I'm just laughing my butt off about Schreier because, oh, he rarely misses his rumors. Oh, yeah, he was right. Oh, yeah, Herman Host. I mean, now you don't care because it's true, though. The thing I don't care about is they have not come out and actually said if it's true or not. That's the thing, though. And even though I mention it because I'm tired of it, because those guys are not going out there and saying it themselves. Like, I want an official statement of PlayStation saying, hey, we're not going to do it, period. Well, everybody was saying PS1 blocked its games, which was true. But to be honest, though, they did block the games, though. Like, they made the biggest mistake Sony ever made was when they decided to start porting to PC, they decided to block everything with all that stuff. They blocked everything. They blocked everything over there, and not letting people, buy the games. I showed this live several times that I couldn't even buy games on PC. I was one of the countries blocked, and this is a blue country when it comes down to PlayStation, and that was their biggest mistake. But at the end of the day, though, the PlayStation fanboys are paying for it. And here's the thing, though: if Jason Schreier nailed this one or not, I'm the guy who says this. I have not seen the company go out and confirm this 100%. Over a town hall meeting, I mean, shoot. Remember what the other day with Ecstasies? Ecstasies went out and even said that, Asha Sharma got a blank check to do whatever she wants. And that's what it made it sound really wrong. And then he came out and tried to fix it. But that's the thing, though. Like, he was in that meeting. Was Schreier in the meeting? No. So, listen, I just want an official statement, get it off the thing, though. And that's the truth, though. They should come out and just say it. If they don't want to do it, cool. I mean, I got no problem with that. It's not going to affect me any other way. At the end of the day, though, the only person that's going to be affected is you guys because look what happened now. You guys got a price increase over here on PlayStation Plus prices, about to get more expensive. So how does that benefit anyone? And then later on, software might be more expensive because, they got to make them $2 billion because that's the problem, though. The most profitable company is increasing prices. Wow. Cool stuff. I'm glad Sony's pulling games off of PC. It helps MS and hurts Sony. And that's the thing, though. Sony can't get people to buy their games, so this isn't helping them at all. That's what I'm saying, though. I feel like all of a sudden this came out and just been announced like that. But I don't get it, though. Let them. I mean, and then all of a sudden they come back and be like, well, we decided to port one because, and I'll be like, what the hell's going on? Shit. I mean, this generation look at Sony business model, you don't know what the heck they're standing on. They make money, yeah, but why are they standing, though? I do it all the time as well. Question is, like, Johnson he'll want to talk about his exclusives coming back, but not the PS Plus price increase or the lawsuit, of course, because that's what they do, though. They just want to focus on one thing and one thing only, but they don't want to focus on anything else. PlayStation ain't going to pull back because look at the PS strategy in page 34. Oh, they mentioned PC, FFS. Pickles, listen, let me explain this to you, though. I don't know what's going to happen with the PC ports. I still don't know. Because number one, this was said in a town hall. Supposedly Herman Holmes came out and said this, in a town hall and told the staff this. And now, okay, it's 100% confirmed. That's number one, right? As they say. Now they believe it's 100% confirmed. Me, to be honest, though, I saw the rumor. I was laughing about it because I was like, why? I don't understand why should they do this. It's like craziest move ever. I don't know why are they going to pull back on this. But okay, they do what they want. It's their business, I can't make any decisions over here with that. Sony is clearly protecting PS5 brand over chasing MS ecosystem. But how are they protecting that brand though? Because here's the thing though, right? I even said this before and I'll say this again. PlayStation will sell no matter what. I mean, PlayStation could go all full third party and they'll still sell. Sony waving the white flag in the ecosystem war. But again, they will still sell even more no matter what, because this is the thing though. These people out here think that exclusives are like what's pushed the console to sell on PlayStation. That's not true. It was Call of Duty. And now look at them, they're rooting for GTA to be the seller on PlayStation. That's the thing though. PC, Switch Day, we're like, hell no, we can't afford this, laugh out loud. All right, thank you for that. Thank you for that, bro boy. I really enjoyed the pop in. But either way, though, let's start off the show chat because, like I said, we got several topics. And since they want to bring up the whole PC conversation, let's read about this. Preston Wick with a $5 super. He says PlayStation is dead. The app is their final destination. Oh shit! I actually think it's dead though. Damn. Here we go. Let's bring this into subject. Like I said, chat. We're going to talk about this PlayStation boss thing because, look, I'm going to read through what it was said, though. And again, this was not confirmed by PlayStation itself. Now I'm waiting for a full statement of them saying, hey, look, we're going to pull back on this sucker. Because seriously, look how Soros did. And it sucks that it did that. But hey, I said this once and I'll say this again. You guys are not buying games. And the more these guys put these games out there, the worse it's going to be. Because you're not buying the games, though. But all right. They think they know it all. Okay. Oops. Hold on just 1 second, chat. Let me get the Twitch open. All right. Twitch is open now, loud and clear. Hey, Emily Parker. How you doing? Good morning, Emily Parker. What's up? Sorry if I just saw your message right now. I just hopped in. What's up, Emily? What's cooking over there on Twitch? So, let's read this. PlayStation Studio CEO Herman Hulst confirmed the news to staff this week. PlayStation Herman Hulst told staff this week that PlayStation single-player games will no longer come to PC. It's claimed. There you go. It's claimed. Okay. Earlier this year, Bloomberg, citing people familiar with Sony's plans, claimed that the company, you guys listen to this, claimed that the company was pulling back from its plan to release its upcoming games on PC, with future single-player games set to become PS5 exclusives. The report claimed that while Ghost of Tsushima eventually got a PC port a few years after it was released on consoles, its sequel Ghost of Tsushima won't be coming to PC after plans to the port were scrapped earlier this year. Now, in the social media, Bloomberg reporter Jason Schreier claims that PlayStation Sony again claims that here we go. Studio CEO Herman Hulst told staff that this week that single-player titles from PlayStation such as Ghost of Tsushima, Saros, and Marvel's Wolverine will remain console exclusives. And the original report from March, Bloomberg claimed that multiplayer titles like Marathon will still release on multiple platforms, but it appears that Sony's cadence of releasing titles such as Spider-Man, The Last of Us, and Horizon on PC several months or years after the original release is over. While the PC players celebrated Sony's move to bring more to the PC titles to PC, the delayed release schedule and often undercooked ports meant that the PC version of some PlayStation titles sold shockingly few copies, of course, because they blocked it. According to Bloomberg, a faction with PlayStation has also expressed concern that releasing their games to PC or risk damaging the console's brand will hurt the sales of the PlayStation 5. It did not do nothing to it, but okay. And its successors, according to the people familiar with Sony's inner workings. Sony's next big title, Marvel's Wolverine, developed by Spider-Man and Ratchet developer Insomniac, is due later this year. But again, this is claimed though, and this is what I'm saying though. And then I bring it back to argument, and I'll say this again, right? Let's bring it back to argument. This was supposed to be claimed though. So how do I know if it's true though? Because Sony has not made an official statement about it. See what I mean? That's why I said this morning, I just don't care anymore because it's like, come on, man. Bring up the truth and just say, hey, we're not doing it. Cool. If you're not doing it, awesome. Sure. Good job. You're reporting. That's all. But again, it's claimed. All right. Oh, man, you got to laugh about this. True, but Sony giving up PC hardware. True, but Sony figured out protecting the PS5 hardware is worth giving up PC sales. I mean, the reason why they are doing this is because supposedly they are doing this because you got a Steam Machine coming out and then you got Project Helix coming out. That's the two things they're running scared about. Listen, here's the thing though. Supposedly they say out there's something going on over there. Supposedly this is a supposedly thing. They're making a PC app. I don't know if it's true or not, but if it is true, cool. And then we're gonna get that PC app on there, and then we're gonna be playing the games at the end of the day, no matter what. Because look, the money is made more by the games, not by the hardware itself. I mean, for fuck's sakes, right now the hardware is so expensive. I mean, how is that going to do for them? No joke, you got 5-year-old hardware being more expensive, so the money has to be made by the games. And look, for example, for Sorrows did not do really well on sales, though. It didn't. And how much did that game cost? Shoot. David Cohen says, I'm sorry, but that's one of the worst decisions from Sony and PlayStation because they are removing their games on Steam. Well, to be honest, though, I don't blame them if they actually do. I don't blame them for doing it. You got Steam coming out with a Steam Machine that's going to be a box sitting in your living room, right? And, of course, it can hurt them. Now, what PlayStation can do, though, and the smart move, if they actually do it, is make a PC port. What I mean by a PC port is not PC port, PC app. If they make their own PC app, they'll do pretty well. Sony was not going to allow Wolverine to be played on your TV via Steam Machine and Helix. Unless they make their own app, though. Because if they make their own app, that means they can make that 100%, money into their pockets, though. Which would be the smartest move ever. I had one, and they were one of the best laptops out there, though, 100%. I had a Sony Vaio, and that was such a good laptop. PS will never allow its future single games to be played on a Helix or Xbox handheld. Of course, it would take its single player's game off PC. Okay, but again, what is that going to do to us, though? I'm trying to understand, though. Because look, listen. With this track record right now, the question is how many single players are they going to release? Because they keep on shutting studios left and right. What's going to happen to Nix's, though? Because that's another question we got to ask. What's going to happen to Nix's? What's going to happen to these guys? I mean, hell, we got questions to ask around here right now. Not only Parker do not have Instagram. And if you're one of those people out there who's asking, like, oh, my streaming on Twitch is going and everything, is because you're one of those bots, who wants to get me on Discord or wants to get me somewhere and then try to, tell me you have a plan and everything. Emily, you're spending your time, you're wasting your time right here for nothing. Trust me. What's up, Letech? How you doing? Good morning. But did Sony themselves said so? We don't know that yet. It was Herman Holmes who said that. Now, if it comes out and they confirm it, then I'll be like, damn, they're not doing it. Cool. Good job, Jason. That's all. But at the end of the day, though, it's claimed. When does someone specifically say that they're making their own PC launcher storefront? No. I'm saying it's a rumor that's swirling around out there. I don't know if it's true, though. But look, at the end of the day, if they do that, I'll be like, okay, that's fantastic, though. Because to be honest, though, that's where the money needs to be made, though. In that PC storefront right there, if they actually do it, though. But it's a rumor, guys. Look, like I said, I've heard so many rumors when it comes down to all this stuff. But I'm not that type of person that is gonna come out here, be like, oh yeah, I talked to the head guys out there. Oh, that was right there, Pickles. Okay. All right. But I'm not gonna be that guy out here who's gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm confirming this 100% that they're actually gonna make a PC port or PC app. Nah, I don't know for that. I'm not gonna be that type of guy. Like I said, I heard a rumor out there, and it's a rumor, so take it as a grain of salt. And that's how it's going to be, though. I mean, once we see it, cool. Same thing with the PC ports. Once I see PlayStation go out there and confirm it 100%, I'll say, okay, they confirmed it. It's true. Cool. Moving over. That's all. Because seriously, the Jason Schreier, though, I'm laughing about it because, there are people like, oh, because Schreier claimed it, Schreier's right and all this stuff. I'm like, bro, he just heard it from someone. And again, plans can change. And right now, we don't even know where the heck we're going in this generation. This is the first generation that's actually the weirdest generation out there. Even this year, I said it in December last year. This year is going to be the craziest year in gaming and the weirdest one because we don't have any prediction. What I mean by any prediction is by me. I don't know what's going to happen, though. Like, for example, are we going to get console price hikes? Yes, we did on PlayStation. Are we going to get the PS Plus price hikes? Yes, we did on PlayStation. Are we going to get this? Are we going to get that? Who knows if software later on becomes even more expensive? On their side too, because they said loud and clear in February they're going to charge the PS5 community more money. So I don't know what's going to happen though. Because on Xbox, though, the weird thing that happened with Xbox was they did the price hikes at least for Game Pass, and then all of a sudden they came back to it and said, okay, I'm dropping down the prices. Which was a good thing though. And we're happy about it. Isn't a PlayStation PC ad kind of redundant? That's going to hurt them. The only difference, like you said, is they'll get a bigger percentage of profits, right? PlayStation doesn't want the possible single player game sales on a Helix or Ally X. Oh, they don't want it? Wow. So I got a question, Light. Are they counting on you for you to get them? You said Sony confirmed it? No. Maybe I think Pickles is confused about something. So a couple months ago, Sony posted out there that they're looking for someone for the multi-plat strategy, right? They're looking for that. That was the posting for that. Now the PC app thing, like I said, it's a rumor. We have not yet had any confirmation from that. Now we got Pony saying that Sony doesn't sell game sales. They better want game sales. Their games currently are selling like ass on PS5 because that's the whole point. And that's the area where it kind of gets me though. Like you see, this whole PC port thing. This is what I mean. Like when I mean I don't care for it, is because look, I have no official statement from PlayStation itself. All I'm getting is statements from Schreier. I'm not saying Schreier is right or wrong. I'm just saying there's statements from Schreier. He works in Bloomberg. Cool. And if he's right, cool. If he's not right, cool too. I don't care. That's his problem. I said that because they are taking off the PC. They don't want their single player games to be played on Helix or well, oh, so you're telling me they don't want the money though? I mean, hell. Oh, wait a minute. Hold up a second. Hold up a second. Let me fix this right here. Oh, they don't want the Helix. Okay. All right. They don't want the Helix. Okay. But here, I understand what's going on over there. Hold on. Because here's the thing, though. They want to bring up a fight about this, man. And there's no win-win right here with this one. Because at the end of the day, this is what happens. Hold up. This is what happens, though. So go ahead, cheer for your single player experiences, my friend. Go for it. Right now, it's getting more expensive for PlayStation fans. It's going to get even worse because here's the thing, though. I think this is not the end of it. And man, with Cypher selling the way it did, I mean, they better find a stabilized point when it comes down to the software, though, to make that money for all those losses are going to get, because the PlayStation fans are not buying the games, though. They are not. They're not buying those games. Now, is that my fault? No. So let's see, though. Mouse PI for hours so well due to the fact it was a guaranteed success, and that's a $30 indie FPS game that doesn't have the backing of a big AAA video game. It was successful because it was a really good game, David. I mean, that Mouse PI, ooh, it's beautiful. It's different. They took a risk with the difference, though. I mean, it's a different game, and hey, people loved it and enjoyed it. You know, word of mouth got around and they loved it. That's why it was a success, my friend. Your games do sell. Good games do sell. Explain my logical reasoning why they don't people playing their games. It's simple. And I'll tell you this why. Because right now, it's the same argument I had. Louis, just because Xbox puts the single player games on PS doesn't mean PS has to return the favor. Would you agree? Would I agree with what, though? All right, Joey's in here. Joey's saying, hold on. Ah, okay. Joey's got an emergency. He's not going to show up today. Okay, so that's cool. Okay, no problem. He's got an emergency thing right now, but not a bad emergency, though. Just got an emergency, something he's got to do. Just to let y'all know. He's not going to hop in. He just wrote to me. Can't start Forza Horizon 6 yet. Neck deep in Grandia 2 and FF5. Nice. But here's the thing, though. Look, this generation, we had a weird shift. The weird shift was that I never understood why these companies decided to port games to PC, right? Even though Microsoft started in 2014 or 2015, I kind of understood it because, Microsoft itself, or Xbox itself, is part of the Windows and all that stuff. I mean, hell, there was nothing wrong with that because, it's all part of this, right? And they have their Xbox app over here. Now, the reason why I found it so weird, why did Sony start to push this, though? In 2018, it was all about exclusives, though. I'm like, why are you guys pushing this over here? Like, I never got it. 5 years go by, and 2 years they were putting out there. They were selling pretty well. They were doing pretty well, at least for the first 2 or 3 years. They were doing pretty well until they decided to block. Once they blocked, and the weirdest thing, though, they blocked when they were releasing the majority of the games, though. And so they decided to block the regions, like 180 countries, I think it was. And then all of a sudden, a year later, they decided to pull back from it. But I think that was too late, though, because people moved on from that very moment, though. If they pull back from PC, then that's more disastrous for them. PC players are carrying them. Ponies don't buy enough of their games. That's another thing, though. Remember we've been talking about it for like the last 2 weeks, the 41% of the 40% that buy the console for exclusives? Look at now. Look now. I know Sony wants to boost those sales up from 300K Saros, but here's the sad part. Once they put it on PC, it's going to be pretty late. It's going to sell like 153 or 300. I mean, it probably will sell a bit more. I hope to God if it does, if they actually do put that on PC, though. And that's the situation we're living these days. And that's the thing, I sit here and every time people bring up the word exclusive, or every time people bring up the word single players, or every time they bring up all this stuff, I sit here and I'm like, I don't know if it's worth it or not anymore because seriously, just knowing that 40% of people care for exclusives and the other 60 buy this console for third party games. I mean, if it was a bigger number, then I'll be like, hell, they're right. But the problem is we have here is that people are not buying games. People are not picking up games. People are not playing these games. That's the main situation right now. That's assuming people on the PC side went to the install and use another launcher. We see how much they cry when a game is Epic Games exclusive. Ooh, damn. Damn. So should PlayStation put other games on Xbox? Heck yeah, they should put Spider-Man. They should put everything on there. Why not? Why shouldn't they return the favor? They're going to make that extra cash. No matter what, they're going to make that extra money, though. But you guys are so focused on the console sales. You guys think that's going to actually make them shift and stop buying a PlayStation? Oh, my God. Oh, Lord. They're in for the wrong treat. So is Sony removing their games from the PC? I don't know. Survey says exclusivity doesn't matter nowadays. It matters only to 40% of the people. And that's the 40% of the people you got to keep happy, so they can keep on pushing the console or anything. But, hey. What can we do? Epic gives games away, and I still rather put them on Steam because way more third-party games than there used to be. People are buying those. That is true too. I mean, people are buying more third-party games than ever. I mean, Capcom is making a ton of cash. Answer: if it's on PC. No. New Game Pass wave announced. Yeah, we'll catch it. But real quick though, let's read about this PS Plus increase. You gotta love it. You gotta love it, chat. You gotta love it. How they're gonna be affected by this. Oh man, I'm enjoying this so much today. So it says here, PlayStation Plus is about to get more expensive for some players. Current subscribers won't be affected. Sony is about to raise the prices of PlayStation Plus subscription. The company announced Monday in a tweet on X on Wednesday in select regions. The price for PlayStation Plus essential will rise by $1 to $11 for a 1 month subscription and by $3 to $27.99 for a 3 month subscription. It did not specify what the select regions are in the announcements. Sony did not say whether the higher PlayStation Plus tiers will be affected as well. Uh-oh. On the bright side, the price increase will not affect players currently with the subscription except for those in Turkey and India. If you're currently subscribed, your price will only be affected if the existing subscription changes or lapse, which we all know what's going to happen there. Sony attributed the price increase to ongoing market conditions. Really? Oh, the most profitable console out there is because of ongoing market conditions? Oh, man. Look. Wow. That reads lies all the way. It's not a disclaimer to the language Sony used when announcing the March price increase for PlayStation 5 consoles, which is attributed to continued pressure in the global economic landscape. At the time, Isabel Tomatis, Really? Vice President of Global Marketing for Sony Interactive Entertainment said, "We know that price changes impact our community, and after careful evaluation, we found this was a necessary step to ensure we can continue delivering innovative, high-quality gaming experiences to players worldwide." Okay. PlayStation Plus essentially is the lowest and cheapest tier of your subscription service. Players get online multiplayer access, monthly free, and more. The free games for May include EA, Sport FC 26, Wu Chang, Fall of Feathers, and Nine Souls. Coincidentally, the PlayStation price increase comes after a month after Xbox lowered the price of a couple of Xbox Game Pass tiers. Notably, a Game Pass Ultimate monthly subscription now costs $22.99, down from the $29.99 and earlier in May. And earlier in May, Xbox announced a cheaper starter edition version of Game Pass as part of its partnership with Discord. Wow. So it says here, PlayStation versus Xbox like a baby versus Nation Bond. Damn. Oh, man. Price increases. And yeah, you're all cheering about the PC ports. This is what you get. Have fun. I'm not going to be affected because I'm over here on this side. That's not going to affect Lou. That's the truth, though. It's not going to affect me. Not current games, so the only future single-player games, there are no way PS will let future single-player games be played on an Xbox device. Okay, so you're telling me that PlayStation doesn't want to get that money? So I got a question, like, hold up a second. I got a question. Here comes Lou with a sharp question. Get ready for this. What happens if the Helix comes out? All right. Let me shut this down real quick. And when the Helix comes out, all these dudes, they buy God of War on the Helix, and they buy The Last of Us on the Helix, and they buy the Uncharted games on the Helix, and they go ahead and buy all this stuff to buy the Helix. Do you think PlayStation's going to stay there and be like, let's not put any more games on PC? Oh, man. So you think they're going to leave out on making that money? Oh, you're in for a treat, my friend. You're in for a treat when that happens, though. Unlike PS Plus, Steam is not an expensive sub-service. People just have to have an account for Steam and that they are in Steam ecosystem. Also, IGN give Mixtape 10 out of 10. IGN are still terrible. Don't listen to reviews. Just play your games, my friends. And that's another one, too. Jason Portillo is actually bringing up a good point. PlayStation barely even makes games these days. That's another thing I was going to mention, though. So what am I going to do? Go buy a PS5 for one single-player game? Or two? Or three? I mean, this gen alone, no. Seriously. So this is what happens, chat. That tells me that PC gamers are all talk, no money. Really? What do you mean by that, though, Ralph Taylor? Tell me about this. Because here's the thing, though. Capcom did phenomenal over there on PC sales, though. They actually sold even more on PC than what they did on consoles. What I mean by consoles, combine all of them all together. On PC itself, they went out there and bought this game. Or Capcom games, which they did phenomenal. So, yeah. It all depends on the game it is. Company is all about the money. Exactly, Preston Wick. It's all about the money. That's why, when I saw that it was in a town hall that was said, I was like, I'm still not convinced because I need the official statement from PlayStation. And that's why, it gets to a point where I'm tired of this narrative. I'm tired of it because we have talked about this for like the last 3 or 4 months and we still do not have an official statement from Sony itself. Come on, Sony, just come on and say it. So the fanboys can cheer and they can be happy about it. But at the end of the day, yeah, they can be happy about it, but their pockets are going to be affected by it. Pretty sure Capcom has way more sales on PC than console. I wonder which plats for more money on. That's will be more interesting. I don't know. If it could, if it can. I don't know. Like, it all depends on what Xbox does. It depends on the marketing and a whole bunch of things, though. It all depends on Xbox does. It all depends what Ashley wants to do. It all depends on where they want to take Xbox to. Because if Xbox market themselves, we will be probably not close to 90, but we'll probably be 60, 70 right now. To be honest, if they actually did something like push the box though. But they really got to push it, like really market that sucker to tell people, hey, we're here. PC, they were all begging for PlayStation game ports, and no one bought them. They could because Ralph Taylor, they couldn't buy them because PlayStation went out there and blocked them. They blocked for a whole year. They blocked the whole PS ports. They did. They blocked them. I couldn't even buy Helldivers 2 on PC. And I did that for like almost a whole year. I showed it here on the show. I think I did like once a week or monthly. I haven't said, look, hey, let's go buy God of War. Oh, I can't buy it because, I'm part of the regions that are blocked. Oh, I cannot buy Helldivers because I'm part of the regions that are blocked, though. They lost tons of money by doing that, though. And then they come around and try to fix it. But when they come around and try to fix it, it was too late because people moved on, though. Well, you may. Here's the thing, though. Like, it all depends on what game it is, though. How this game much attracts, though. Like, how much people, want to pick up this game or enjoy the games in the past, though. It all depends on that. It all depends on that, though. Because, look, listen. If PlayStation, kept on porting their games to PC because of now, we still don't know. I mean, I still don't know. I'm not confirming it till I see them say it. Yeah, Region. Didn't you hear about that? Here, let me show you, Ralph, real quick. Here, I'll show it to you real quick. So, what countries are affected? Here you go. I'll even show it to you right now on Google. Here you go. Look. The 180 region block on PlayStation PC ports refers to the major controversy that peaked in 2024 when Sony began requiring PlayStation Network PSN accounts for PC games. Because PSN is unavailable in many countries, Valve delisted these titles in 170 plus regions on Steam. Massive U-turn following intense backlash from games like Helldivers. Sony removed the mandatory PCN requirement for its PC title and quietly lifted the regional restrictions on major releases. Available regions highly anticipated ports like God of War, Ragnarok, Last of Us 2 Remastered, Spider-Man 2, and Stellar Blade are now available in purchase on most of those previously restricted countries. Current status: while the regional blocks have been lifted for most of PlayStation flagship PC catalog, availability for some titles can still vary depending on independent publisher developer decision on local storefront regulations. So there you go. It was blocked, man. That really affected them in the sales. If they did not have that, they probably would have sold more than what they're doing. But hey, like I said, you gotta wait and see. In the score, Forza Horizon 6 will go down as the best driving game this generation without doubt, 100%. Good. I hope so, though. I hope so, my friend. I hope so. I mean, I'll be honest with you. Forza Horizon 5 did not do bad at all. I mean, that game was a 10 out of 10. But, of course, Jeff Keighley was like, I'm not putting this in the Game Awards, for Game of the Year. No. I'll put it for the basic racing driving category. Yes. Let's see this year, though, if he actually puts it for Game of the Year, though. Let's see what happens there, though. Please, these players are savvy. They don't like forced login requirements, DRM and performance issues. PlayStation didn't exactly make a clean landing on PC. They did not. That was their biggest mistake, though. I mean, they started off pretty well. And then they decided to put this on there, which made the PC players mad. And now this affected them. And that's why probably they're pulling away from it. But the question is now, okay, here comes the next thing. What games are they going to release down the line? What are those games going to be, though? Seriously, what are those games going to be? What are they going to release? Because this generation, when it comes down to new games by their first-party studios, they've been they've been not doing so well. And that's the truth, though. We have out Outer Worlds is out to midnight. All didn't sell well on Xbox and PlayStation. Also, I think Asha can't stop. The game's already headed to PS from the Phil era. Man, look, like, there's some things I do not know. Like, and even though I hear some stuff in the background, though, even though I heard it, though, I will never say stuff I hear in the background at the end of the day. But look, we have to wait for the company to come out and say what they gotta say. If they want to stop Halo from going over there, cool. If they want to make a decision with this, cool too. If they want to do another thing, that's cool too. I mean, look, I don't know. Seriously, I do not know what decisions are gonna make. Same thing with the PlayStation and its PC ports. Look, they have shifted so many times the strategy. It's annoying right now. It got to a point where it's annoying because they keep flip flopping. One day they say no, one day they say yes, one day they say no, one day they say yes, one day they say no, one day they, you're like, stop saying yes or no. I mean, be on the frank with it. Sincere's, good morning. Yes, we got some crazy news here today. Sincere's, PlayStation put the price up because they're going to quit putting games on PC ports. Ah! As they say, though, it's claimed, though, but there's still no official statement from PlayStation itself. But all right. All right. That's it. If this happens, I won't be buying the PS6. What do you mean if what happens, though? PlayStation 5 is still sale old games on Steam. Spider-Man 2 will hit 40, and when the sales come by. I am buying the box just to be playing the game, especially at $750. Because look, this is the whole thing that kind of like I sit here, I'm like, I'm confused with what you guys are doing. I mean, I don't understand. PlayStation, come out and say something. At least Xbox came out and said, hey, we're gonna do this. But you guys don't do nothing. All you guys is stay silently, and then all of a sudden you guys come by and just stealth drop all this shit. And it gets people confused though. Like, wait, but didn't you say, oh, why did you guys change this? Oh, why did you guys change your mind? But you guys said 3 months ago this was going to happen. Hey, why so serious? Good morning. Shout out to the 53 people here on the show. Please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. Also hit that bell. Let's go. But that is the craziest news that is happening today. 800s to be locked away again. Hey, Pickles, listen. I mean, if that's the route you guys want to go, if that's the route these guys want to go for it. I'm happy where I'm at, though. The price hikes have definitely taken a toll on PlayStation console sales. Yes, they have. Yes, they have. They have. And here's the thing, though. It's going to get stagnant real soon. And the thing is, when GTA 6 comes out, you know, it'll probably sell a little bit more. Yeah. But that's not going to be the savior, though. Pay online, and then you got to give your information away. Hey, shoot. Speaking of that, though, another thing has happened, though, out there on PlayStation. Because, man, it's just more and more bad news. Oh, shoot. More and more bad news, my friends. More and more bad news. Yes, yes, yes. Let's bring it up to the table, though. And this is something that seriously needs a lot of fixing. No joke. Because if it doesn't, though, holy smokes. Shit. I mean, incredible. It's just left and right bad news on PlayStation for the last 5 or 6 months. And here it is. Let me post it right here. And they have not fixed this in the last 13 years, and now it's getting even worse. PlayStation account hacking problem getting worse. Sony silence. Sony silent. But here's the funny part. Pickles, you know this for a fact. And chat, you don't know this for a fact. I've talked about this several times, haven't I, though? Pay online, and you got to give information away and all the 30 limit as well. They can absolutely withhold Forza Horizon 6 from PlayStation if there's a game to decide where it launches, and without doubt, it's huge benefit for Xbox consoles to be exclusive to Xbox. If I was Asha, though, But look, that's if I was Asha. But here we go. PlayStation account hacking problem getting worse. Sony silence. We talked about this several times. Last year, PlayStation users began highlighting a major account hacking problem that only seems to be getting worse. As we reported back then, hackers are easily gaining control of PlayStation accounts despite two-factor authentication and passkey enabled. The modus operandi contacting PlayStation supports. PS5 users have been highlighting for the PlayStation account hacking plights since last year. See, I talked about this several times. To recap, hackers only need basic information to successfully pretend to be the account's owner. They then contact PS support with the information and rest of the control of their victims' accounts. When we first reported on this issue in December 2025, the victim was a French journalist, Nicolas Leslo. I think we talked about it in December. Yes, we did. Who made the mistake of sharing a screenshot with the transaction ID online, which was used to hack him. When Jose contacted PS support and informed an agent how the hacker gained control of his account, he was reassured that the issue was flagged and he will not face it again. However, the hacker continues to break into account to this day, using the same transaction ID and the same method. In that case, much of the blame was placed on Lelouch, but hackers are now targeting popular accounts with basic information. This happened to multiple trophy hunters, and yesterday, and it happened to a known PlayStation podcaster journalist, Colin Moriarty. Good. My PSN was hacked, seemingly as part of an ongoing sophisticated series of moves against both random prominent users. Indeed, I was told by someone a few days ago that I was going to be targeted, and he was right. He was also hacked. Wow. In a lengthy thread, Moriarty explained that went down and how hackers only needed to use publicly available information to break into his accounts. He immediately contacted PS support, but not to no avail. Since Moriarty has connections with Sony, he bypassed PlayStation support and received help from the company to gain control of his account. He now plans to raise more awareness about the issue. With the help of my friends and connections at Sony, I got my account back. I want to thank everyone for all the kind words, advice, and direction. It meant a lot. I exercise advantages due only exclusively to my stature in the PlayStation community and my many. Can't read that all the way. Okay, so let me open this up. Okay, my friends, meant a lot. I know fully. Tethers to there simply absolutely not privileges. With the help of my friends and connections to Sony, I got my account back. I want to thank everyone. It meant a lot. I fully know I exercised advantages due to and only and exclusively to my stature in the PlayStation community, and many tethers to the mothership. There are absolutely not privileges many people have. I simply must acknowledge that. With that said, I know what has been happening to a lot of folks over time, and we've even covered the sacred symbols on a few occasions. I will dive into the situation on the next episode, but rest assured, I am only bending and will continue to bend the ears of who I can help to hopefully convince the powers that this is a real issue they have to contend with. Thanks again. To be clear, Moriarty didn't share any transactions ID or screenshots online that would assist hackers. He's a public figure, and it wasn't difficult for hackers to obtain his information like his signed email address to steal his accounts. It wasn't already. Sony is well aware of the problem now, and it remains to be seen how, if the company addresses it. I mean, they haven't addressed it in 13 years, not address it now, but all right. In the meantime, we advise players to keep their PlayStation signing email address separate from those they need to share publicly. It's ridiculous that we even had to say this, but we suggest not revealing your PlayStation account name either online. So for all you trophy hunters out there, if I was you, hide. Hi, my friends. Hi, my friends. Just be hiding all over the place. Would not have been hacked on Xbox. I mean, Xbox got a tough security, though. I don't know why. And here's what gets me, though. For 13 years, chat. 13 years, let's say 13, 15. I don't know when the PSN got hacked back in, I think it was 2012. I don't know. But it's been more than 13 years, almost 15. And they still not fixed their damn hacking problem. Damn. PS get kicked more than big money. What? Wouldn't have not been hacked on Xbox. Uh-oh. PSN getting hacked is like seeing rain in the forecast. It's something that happens 2 or 3 times a week. And they're not fixing it, though. But here's the problem, Colin. You're probably going to get hacked again. That's the sad part. Because I don't know what they're going to do, though. But I hope you don't get hacked again, though, because it sucks to hear that you got hacked. And it sucks to hear that the users are getting hacked by scammers, by hackers, and stuff like that. It sucks they're doing that. It's never a good look when that happens, though. And I've talked about it before many times that nobody... Now you got to do something because you got hacked? Wow. Now he's gonna do something. Now he's gonna hear it because he got hacked. But when a French guy says it, when Bobby says it, when I say it, when everybody out there says it, it's okay. They probably did something wrong for them to get hacked. Okay. All right. Cool. What's up, Big B? PC ports. Yep, let's get away from them. Let's not make that extra cash, baby. Let's go. Sony sneaking NDR and price increase, and they still don't have security issues. Crazy. Yes, they do. All the way. Chat, give me a second. I need to get some more water before I continue. Enjoy the scenery while I come back real quick to get some water. And chat, be patient with me because, man, I did some exercise yesterday and my legs are killing me. Oh, it feels better now. Okay, good. Now I feel more better. Whew. All right, chat, I'm back. Louis, yesterday I got sent home early with pay because someone blew up the bathroom. Well, I mean, that's, yep, that is a VCR, my friend. I got 2 VCRs, 1 DVD, and 1 CD burner back there. Yes, that's what I have. 2 VCRs right there. Yep, 2 VCRs, my friend. That still work to this day. You can pop in a video and you can watch movies. Oh, man. It's not about PC, but more about PS doesn't want its future single-player games on an Xbox. At the end of the day, its PS can do what they want, so can Xbox. I mean, bro, look. Listen. whatever they do or whatever they decide, the question is why? Because, oh, a person on Xbox is going to get it? Then why put your games on PC? No joke. Why put your games on PC? Because that's the area where I just don't understand. Because look, that's the area where I just don't get. Why did PlayStation start porting the games on PC? Which was a crazy thing. Why did it start doing it though? To do what? To get more money? Yeah, cool. Then if you're on the run to get more money, why don't you let it go down to the console? You're gonna get more cash though. It's an old game. You think someone's gonna, because here again comes the question: do you actually think someone's gonna buy a PlayStation to play these games? Because if they did, those numbers would have been skyrocket high though. But hey, that's a no. Because only the fanboys think that PS exclusive sells. So you think 3 million from Ghost of Tsushima is a success? When you have, what is it, 80 million users out there? Or probably 90? Or probably, I don't know. I don't know how many users out there on the PS5 they have though in total, but you think that's a success? 3 million copies? Oh, the game cost 60. Oh, okay, because the game cost 60, you think that's still a success? I mean, these guys, they quit they quit supporting, giving support to Ghost of Tsushima. So again, comes down to my point though. How is this a success? Hey, Jago6, good morning, my brother. How you doing, man? What's up, Jago? Forza Horizon 6 is better than GTA 6. Oh, or Gran Turismo 6, you mean? Okay. I thought you meant GTA 6 though. Hey. Just to get Big B Money a little bit mad out here. Oh man, some good stuff, like I said, some good stuff and bad for you Sony fanboys, because hell, you guys are getting overcharged. And you guys are getting overcharged, and this is what happens when you guys get overcharged though. Here we go. I'm gonna bring something else up that's happening though. Oh, babe. Whoa! Forza Horizon 6 has a new peak record, 264 concurrent Steam players. Oh man, it's looking beautiful. Gotta love that. You mean Gran Turismo 7, Louis? Yeah, I know. But I wanted to say GTA 6 just to make him mad, though. Just to make me be mad, though. Can you believe someone made a video? Like, talking about the physics and Grand Theft Auto versus Forza Horizon? I'm like, come on. Hey, who in the blue? I'm gonna check that damn physics. Everybody's gonna be driving up forward, though. Where's Mike Johnson? Oh, he's gonna be here. No worries. Give him a couple minutes. He's gonna be here and talking about his trash, trying to fight me, like Light is today. But here we go. I got another one. I got one last bad PlayStation news out here for today, though. Not to pony but I found a God of War PS4 Pro at Goodwill yesterday. Nice. Really? Lord. More bad news. And this comes directly from IGN, which probably pinged them to write this article. But hey. Oh, I know that, Yobi. And that's the thing, though, Yobi, we talked about this in December when the French guy came out and talked about it. And I've mentioned it so many times already. It says here, the thing that with Colin should have not happened when he set up all this security protocol, which means Sony security is not bulletproof, which means no one's account is safe. Yep, and we talked about it, like I said, in December we talked about it. I think there was another person who mentioned it. But there has been several conversations about the accounts being hacked. Though they ain't messing around. PlayStation is the most hackable thing out there. Sony itself is the most hackable thing out there. Look at Crunchyroll. Crunchyroll lost 1 petabyte of information. You know how much is a petabyte of people's information, though? I don't know how much a Word document holds, but damn, that's a lot of information, though. Shit. But PlayStation console owners launch class action lawsuit against Sony over tariff refunds. More legal action from gamers seeking refunds. Oh shit. New PlayStation console owners have launched a new class action lawsuit in an effort to claim refund after PlayStation initiated price increase for the PS5 in response to tariffs last year. Another lawsuit incoming. The Walker ETLV Sony Interactive Entertainment LLC case was filed in the U.S. District Court for the Northern District of California, May 6, 2026, via Engadget. Plaintiffs Amori Walker and Bryce Foster Quarles claim consumers are entitled to compensation after the console manufacturer alleged received a substantial windfall following tariff policy enacted by U.S. President Donald Trump last year. Sony announced it will raise the price of the standard PS5 as well as the digital Pro variants by 50 in August 2025. It directly mentioned the challenging economic environments at the time, alluding to Trump's tariffs affecting the business. The tariffs were struck down by the U.S. Supreme Court in February 2026, raising the question of refunds companies that have been impacted. Oh, shoot. The class action lawsuit hinges on the belief that a double recovery windfall that Sony is said to receive should be passed on to everyday buyer who purchased PS5 post price hikes. It will potentially affect gamers who purchased price hike PlayStation hardware following the initial August increases. Walker ET LV Sony Interactive LLC is not dissimilar to a case filed against Nintendo just last month. The class action lawsuit in question was filed by Gregory Hofford and Frasant Sharon and seeks to ensure any refunds received by Nintendo are returned to customers after Nintendo's successors were hit with the price increases in April 2025. Sony announced it would increase the price of PlayStation Plus service earlier today. Meanwhile, some fans of Sony's gaming branch may be entitled payments following news related to the PSN lawsuit from earlier this month. I could see Xbox being hit with a similar one since their consoles are made overseas as well. Probably will, though. Probably will. Who knows? Probably will. Probably will, though. I mean, who knows, though? But man, that's another lawsuit they got to deal with, though. You too. They act like it. They like it. They act like MF. I would be on video games all day, every day, but nope. Real life comes first, Brody. Tariff refunds are legal to be paid who paid tariffs, which is the company at the broader. There is zero legal standing for these people to get refunds. Since ponies be on Twitter every day. Probably so. I mean, look, it's a probably situation. Who knows? Sony just wants control over what games people play on PlayStation and what the price is and what's concerning, though. But how are they going to get that control when the majority voted over there? I mean, we know the majority of people where they're at right now. Here's the thing, though, right? Let's go down the list. This is the list, though, chat. Look, the majority of people are on mobile. That's number one. That's where the majority of gamers are, right? What I mean by that is not like they're not gamers like us, right? But still they're gamers because they play games, right? But what I mean by gamers not like us, that they don't play these big old AAA games, they don't play none of this stuff, but they play Candy Crush, they play Solitaire, they play, these mobile games, which some of them seem to be pretty good and pretty addicting. How do I know that? Because my niece is one that plays a lot on what's it called? On the cell phone. She plays a lot of Candy Crush. So my niece, my 5-year-old niece, no joke, she plays a lot of Candy Crush on the cell phone. If she grabs the cell phone, she's on Candy Crush. She loves it. But those are the top majority of gamers. Then after that, down comes PC gamers, which is the second majority out there. Then third comes the console gamers. We are the last position right now. We are the last ones right here, which some of us have expanded out there to go down to, hey, let me go play on PC, or let me get a handheld for PC games, or let me do this. And they're right now going to, Steam stores and stuff like that. Do they play games, Louis? I mean, I don't know, Pickles. I mean, if they want to play games, they want. If they don't, that's a problem. Chat, did y'all write down on the portal? I petitioned for games like COD and Halo to have 200 gamers score, 1,000 for the campaign, 1,000 for the multiplayer. Mobile is larger than console and PC combined. I know that. That's why I put mobile first, PC second, and third is consoles. And that's the truth, though. Diego 6 says 90 million PlayStation consoles, and they only have 5 or 10% of sales of that amount. Damn, that's bad. You're talking about the exclusive route? Yeah. BB, we all have lives outside the internet, bro. We don't live in the internet, bro. What's going on, though? I was in Discord playing Forza Horizon 6. I don't see nobody. What? Oh! So you mean to tell me, BB Money, I'm live right now, and you're telling people to jump on your Discord to watch you play Forza, huh? Oh, I'm in your Discord right now, BB. Oh! Take that. Trying to go on live on my stream. 1 minute. Punishment. Oh, man. Yes, he's trying to steal my fans again. What's wrong with BB? I'm about to get him off moderator, too. What kind of moderator do I have, though? Hey, Deadly, good morning. He's trying to steal. Yep, 100%. Yep, he got punished for that. He says, sorry, La Fala. No. You got your 1 minute punishment. There are actual laws in place that are stating that who gets salary refunds is will likely get dismissed, just like Nintendo, no one will be. Let's see. Child, you all write down the portal. Okay, I read that. Let me go see down what else is saying. Now, I used to think that, but if China included into that, then no way consoles make more than PC and gaming. But look, that's the whole point, though. Like, first, you got mobile. Second, you got PC. And third, you have out there the consoles, though. And the problem is, like I keep on saying, we as gamers have expanded, though. And right now, these companies are facing an issue. Because, look, back in the day, it was much more simpler. What do I mean by simpler? Here we go. I'll explain to you how it wasn't much more simpler, though, right? There we go. Let me go get this. Oh, man, my leg's starting to hurt again. Don't fall? Okay, do not fall. So, back in the day, chat, when you bought a game like this, When you bought a game like this, you just bought the game. That's it. You didn't have online play. You did not have services to keep it open. You did not have nothing like that, though. You didn't have. You didn't. That was it. You did not have anything else but this. That's it. You just had the box and the game. Nowadays, you got to keep the servers open. You got to, the game is mostly played online now. It is. And you got to be signing in for them to know that your account is still alive because, hey, that's what you got to do, though. It's much more complicated now than how it was back in the day. What I mean by complicated, I mean the company is much more complicated for them because, like I said, they need to have servers for these things these days. That's how it is, though. PC 40 billion, console 46 billion, mobile 103 billion. What do you mean by that, though, Yubei? Did you find that information about PC players buying games, though? Diego 6, pretty sure companies who sell their games in China do report these numbers of what is selling in China. PC will pass console that next generation. Bro, here's the thing, though, right? When you Google this, and this is the funniest thing, though, when you Google this information about how many players are on PC, literally you can combine Nintendo, you can buy the Nintendo Switch, you can combine PlayStation 5, you can combine Xbox and the Nintendo Switch 2 and the PS4, and still PC is still more dominant than consoles are out there when it comes down to PC gamers. Now the thing is, not all the information is collected though as well, because look, in China they have a different way. Here in the States, there's a different way. Here in Latin America, I don't know if it's connected to the States. I don't know how that works around this country, so they're there. But damn, in Europe, there's got to be a different way, or is it either the same? I don't know. But look, at the end of the day, though, chat, PC gaming is growing like nuts. It's the main reason Xbox going to hybrid approach. PC is growing, console stagnant since the PS2. Yep. No doubts, but China only allows certain games, not all. We play in the country, but hey, it's all good. The market's so huge, their games don't have a release in the US and still be extremely successful. Yep. That's China alone. I mean, we saw it over there with Black Myth Wukong. We saw it. They were even telling people, go home and buy this game. What country does that? No joke. No doubt. That's why these guys want to go out there and try to gain China, though. They're trying to. Console stagnant since 360 Gen, PS2 Gen, last 200 million consoles sold. 360 Gen, where there are 500 million if you included handheld. And that's the thing, though. So that's why I keep on saying that I find it really weird. Why are you pulling away from the PC ports? Because if you're going to count with your fans, though, your fans are not buying your games, though. I mean, what, you're going to shut down the studio behind Sorrows now because you only sold 300K? That would suck if you shut down that studio, though, because that's a pretty good studio. I mean, I played Returnal, and the game is fun, though. And it would suck that if you shut it down, though, because it didn't sell so well. I mean, at least take a risk and put it everywhere. I don't understand why don't they take that risk in order to keep the studio alive. But hey, it is what it is. They do what they got to do, though. But damn, it sucks, though. It sucks when you have to go out there and see that there's a studio shut down. I mean, again, what's going to happen to Nixus? Consoles can break in the 275, 300 million wall. They don't ever count handhelds. But here's the thing, though. PlayStation wanting all that control is a scary thing either way because it does raise concerns, and Sony is a greedy company. Trusting Sony is stupid for the PlayStation fanboys to do so. But did you buy Sorrows? No, I did not buy Sorrows. I don't even have my PS5 here. I don't have it. I don't have my PS5 here. If That's what you though. I don't have it though. If they had it on PC, I'll probably pick it up. But when I pick up my PS5, probably I'll go pick up Sorrows. It all depends though. Because again, I'm busy over here. Thanks to Xbox. Agreed. Consoles have had a cap limit for decades. Mobile is still growing and healthy. Our PCs are definitely growing. Yep. Last year we had a Switch at 156 million, PS4 130 million, and Xbox One at 50. They still went well over the 300 console sale. Yeah, they still went well over that though. But the thing is, there's a lot of people moving over there to Steam. There's a lot of people moving over here to handhelds because we have a situation here. It's called time. Back in the day, we had more time than ever. How do we know this here? I'll explain to you why do we know this though. Nowadays, what we gotta do is turn on the TV, watch a movie. Whichever movie we want, we go to Netflix, we can catch this movie, or go to Paramount Plus, catch this movie, or go to this and go to that. Back in the day, all you had was cable TV and catch what was there and watch it if you wanted to. That's how it was, and there was a time schedule that you had to go on there and watch these stuff. You know, that was it. But now you can just rent it or get on there, watch the full TV series. Like for example, Netflix now has the middle on it in there, and I've been watching the middle. Next week is gonna have the King of Queens on it. That's gonna take a lot of time from me, which that's time taken away from me from gaming. Plus, you know, the day goes by faster more than anything. That's why people are moving more into handheld all those days because heck, some people have their handhelds at work. Some people, you know, if they've got to take their kids to doctor's appointment, take the kids to practice or do this, they take their handhelds with them and play games while they sit there and wait for the kid to be done. I don't know, David Cohen. I don't have that information though. All we got to do is search it. But I do know this though. Their mobile is pretty huge over there. Mobile is pretty huge over there. Mobile game. It's pretty huge over there. Beat driving the limo. Agree. Consoles have a cap limit. Okay. Last gen we had Switch 2. Yep. Last year is not the norm. You can't have growth with high prices. The higher prices is why you see the PC growth. But here's the thing though, Gen X gamer, we got PCs getting more expensive than ever. That's the crazy part. And that's why, you know, for example, Steam decided to release the Steam Machine problem. You know? They'll probably do well, sell well. Let's see what else is cooking out there. I just love how these guys keep on cheering for the PC ports not coming to Steam. It's funny as hell, though. You gotta love it. They're out there cheering for this while PlayStation keeps on increasing prices and keeps on affecting them. If PlayStation is pulling away from PC ports, that's just their first party studio games, right? Published titles still PC like Kojima's. Isn't? Yeah, I think they're gonna keep on publishing, you know, because I think that's Kojima's decision, as they say, though. As they say. I applaud Sony for canceling games on PC. It's great seeing Sony make less money. I agree with you there too, Safo. It's so beautiful. I mean, we gotta agree on that. They're gonna start making less and less money. Oh, it's gonna get good though. Oh man, what's up, Bobby? At this point, it doesn't matter because the PS5 emulators will be out soon, so you'll still be able to play PS5 games on your PC. Oh man, you don't need the latest PC hardware to play games. eBay is your best friend. 1080 Ti, Still plays games at 1080p, 1440p, 60 locks. But no problems. The GPU is almost a decade old. China Hero Project titles should still go to PC. That's their primary market. I mean, hell, PC is one of the biggest markets out there. But if PlayStation wants to pull on it to keep the hardware safe, as they say, well, good luck. Now, PlayStation, you got a lot of work because now you got to get these fans to go in and buy these games, which they are not doing. Good luck to you guys. Me and chat, all I know is one thing. I'm not going to buy a PS6. Since December, my PS5 is at my cousin's place. That tells you how much I miss it. Since December. And the other day I was there and I said, hey, I'll sell you the PS5. And he's like, I'm not using it though. I'm like, okay, then give it back. He's like, okay, just come pick it up when you can though. Not today though, because I have to pack it. I'm like, okay. So I had to take the bag to pack it though. So yeah, I'm going to take my PS5 back. Just to see if my account didn't get hacked though, because it probably was hacked though. I mean, these guys, heck. He just can't make this shit up. So, enough PS5 bashing. I'm done with PlayStation bashing for today. Unless if you guys want to continue to bash it, we'll continue to bash it. But here, let's talk some good stuff. And this is some good stuff that came by. Now let's bring up the good Xbox news because, heck, that's all they've been doing. They've been throwing out their good Xbox news for the last 2 or 3 months. You've not had to step on the rake. Delicious. You gotta love Xbox, baby. You gotta love Xbox. And man, Louis gonna buy a PS6. Hell no, I'm not buying that shit. There's no way you could convince me to buy that stuff. Heck no. No. I'm done with spending money on that crap. No. I'm done. I don't know. No. It's gonna be hard. You ought to convince me to get one though. It's gonna be super hard though. I mean, hell, you got accounts being hacked. You got these games are not looking as attractive as they should, though. Shoot. I mean, they lost their mojo when it comes down to these games, though. They have. No doubt. I mean, they're games, of course, you want to play down the road, but damn. So Xbox came up with this. Introducing Xbox Player Voice, a simple way to share feedback, which is a good thing, though. The community is at heart. Xbox players have always told us what's working and what's not across Xbox. That feedback has shaped and what we build and we prioritize our work. But we've also heard it clearly that it isn't always obvious what happens after you share your feedback. Today, we're introducing Xbox Player Voice, a new place to collect your feedback and make it more visible. The goal is simple: make it easier to share input and see how it's handled. With Xbox Player Voice, you can share feedback of your experience at Xbox, see when your feedback has been received and reviewed, following updates if and there's progress reports, get a clearer sense of how the input is shaping the future of Xbox. So it says here, when you submit feedback, team review and organize it so they can understand and consider alongside other work. In some cases, ideas will move forward. In others, they will make longer to implement or may not be something we can act on. With the meaningful updates, and we'll share. We want to be clear. This doesn't mean every piece of feedback will turn into a feature or result in a change. Winning across a global platform means weighing a lot of inputs, but better visibility. Damn, Cypher, why do you gotta tell me this? Cypher, why? Cypher, you're being like my friend Olivo. He told me the same thing. You're a content creator. You gotta have a PS6. Why though? Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Why Xbox Player Voice has replaced the Xbox Cloud Gaming Feedback Portal is designed to complement tools of your ready use. Xbox Insider Help for testing and bugs, support forums to help troubleshooting social channels for ongoing conversations. We're starting small. Well, Elena's learn as we go. That means experience to evolve the time. As for that's useful, we can do better. This is a step forward, making the process more open and easier to follow. So yeah, Chad, you can put the feedback in there if you guys want to. That's actually a good thing. And the number one thing people were asking for the feedback was exclusives. Hmm. Hmm. Brook Boy says I put in my request on the side. I want more console raps. Hell yeah! If you're a real YouTube content creator, you should own a PS6. Louis, laugh out loud, man. Safo putting the pressure on me. Safo, look, listen, Safo, listen, listen, listen. Safo, I have a PS5. And literally, my PS5, if there was a thing that measures mileage on the PS5, it I don't think my PS5 has not too many hours put into it this generation. Compared to last generation when I had the PS4 Pro, I put more hours into that console, more than I did to the PS5. I'm not kidding you though. Like there's no games on PlayStation that I say, okay, let me hop into it, let me play these games, let me do this. They want to bring up Sorrows, for example, as a good game, but the thing is, it's not going to be a game that I'm gonna say, okay, let me jump into it because right now I'm more hyped for other games that are coming out. I mean, look, today we have Forza Horizon 6 coming out. I still have Mouse Piat to play. I still have, replays to finish. I'm now playing Subnautica 2. Took a Simon, to play Subnautica 2. Gotta finish The Witcher 3. I'm just too busy to go ahead, and I'm just one person. So how the hell am I gonna hop into the PS5 and when? I don't know. There'll probably be a time I will go there, but damn. But what's the point about buying a PS6? They put out 2 first-party games a year. They wouldn't have to start putting out some good games for me to think about getting one. That's another problem too. Hot toys are already more expensive than console. People buy them. Consoles are overrated. My 1080 Ti wasn't a good mining card. That there was the 38 and 3090. I'll work for that too. I also suggested the partner with ISPS and telecom companies to increase Game Pass brand recognition. Yep. I'm gonna put my vote in and say Xbox, we need you to market more. Get out there, market yourself. Let's go. Let's go. That's what you need to do. That's what you need to do. Seriously. I know people want exclusives, but hey, man, get that marketing over there. Go ahead, push it. Push it, push it, push it, push it, push it. So let me see though. There's still one more thing though that I gotta cover from Xbox. And yeah, of course, several other things we gotta cover though. I will be playing Forza Horizon 6 today. Yes, we are gonna be playing it probably so. I haven't even jumped into it, which sucks though. I haven't had the time to do it, Chad. I just haven't had the time to do it. I jumped into Subnautica because I wanted to play Subnautica 2. And man, Subnautica is a lot of fun. It's still always going to be a fun game. I think I'm almost done with that game too. I think. So let's see though. Let's see what Louis can find. Louis P.I. Fryer. I'm going to find an Xbox One X. The hunt for the Xbox One X. Coming soon to a theater near you. So let's see though. Where is the last one? Oh, let me go get the Xbox Game Pass. Yes. Yep, put on all caps, baby. All right, let's go get Xbox. Here we go. Perfect. So it says here, loud and clear. The second wave of Game Pass games is coming, baby. Let's go. Woohoo! And it says here, coming soon to Xbox Game Pass, we have Forza Horizon 6, Dead Static Drive, Peppa Pig, Pigeon Simulator. I gotta open this big though. Dang. All right, Remnant 2. All right, that's awesome. Remnant 2, Winter's Borrow, Luna Abyss, Escape Simulator, Echo Generation 2 Ultimate PC, Outer Worlds Premium, Gunshot Crew Ultimate PC, Kabuto Park, which is Ultimate PC Premium. It says Xbox Series. Oh. Alright, see, yeah, it's coming up for everything, though. Ooh, nice. Final Fantasy VII, Xbox PC. Man, I gotta read this really low here. Oh, Lord. And Jurassic World Evolution 3, all in Xbox Game Pass, baby. I mean, bro, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. If people tell me to go play PS5, oh man, I'm busy. I'm busy. I got more games to play, more games to try out, and more games to enjoy, my friends. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's the beauty about Xbox. There's just too much to play, though. And that's the whole point, though. Should I get a PS6, though? I mean, I'm packed. I'm full. I got so many games to play. I don't even know what I'm going to do. Like I said, I'm only one person. How can I divide myself? I would like to buy a 4 TB SSD for my gaming PC. Oh, what's the price on that sucker, though, Gen X Gamer? It's got to be expensive, though, these days. XSN on Facebook, 2 controllers, 100 can't beat the cheap console gaming is. Wow, nice, good. Good. That's the beauty behind Xbox, baby. More games to play. Let's see now what else is out there on the news. Horizon, yes, like I said already, Forza Horizon did pretty well. Hey, 4K, good morning, 4K. Good morning. How you doing, my brother 4K? Mike Johnson still has not come by today. I think he's sad, though. So, chat, the question is right now, and let's bring this up. Let's bring this into subject, though. I want to hear your thoughts about this. What do you think Asha should do if it's true? Because again, if it's true, though, I still don't know because PlayStation has not yet made an official statement. If it's true that Sony's pulling out of the PC ports, what should Asha do? My pony's playing Forza Horizon 6. I know a pony who's playing it. He's trying to, get what he can to, his best out there. You know who that is, though. Yeah. Safa says, Mike Johnson is literally in a Xbox podcast. Oh, should I ban him from this one then? Maybe I should ban him from this one, though. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, what should I do, chat? What should I do with this? Should I just say F it let's go back to console exclusives. You know, pull back Forza Horizon 6, pull back Halo, pull back everything, and just say F it to everyone. Oh yeah, here it is. Yep. I'll ban him. Just let me unlock him from my blocked list. Oh man, FarQ wants the pleasure to ban his butt. Oh man, FarQ. Oh man, he wants to ban his butt. FarQ wants to be the one banning him. Wow, that's how much hate he has, though. Man, oh man. But really, want to hear your thoughts though. What should do? Should just pull away from all this stuff? They should pull. They should. PS aren't their main primary audience. 100%. I've done it more than once before on other channels. Oh, that's why. But he's not gonna drop in today though. He's not gonna drop in because we got some PlayStation bad news and a little bit of good news for them because they think this is good though. I love how they think this is good that they pull from this, and they're saying that, Jason Schreier, oh man, the man, Jason Schreier. I'm like, okay. Yeah, okay. Justin B says, "Good morning, Louis. If Xbox miraculously brings back exclusive, all the people who champion it need to put their money where their mouth is and buy games." Oh man. Oh, that's a tough one right there, my friend. That's a tough one right there, my friend. I don't hate the guy, just annoying. It's a shame once upon a time he was cool in the chat. It's their egos, man. It's their egos that get to them, though. And that's the thing, though. People can let their egos get to them. They do. It's a shame that they do, though. Missed opportunity to call himself Mike Hawk. Oh, there you go. Oh, man. If a game must go to PS, Xbox is a $1 trillion company. They can afford the financial hit for the Xbox to grow. But here's the thing, though. There's fans that are pissed, though. Like I said, I get why everyone is up on the feelings about exclusives, though. But here's the thing, though. How much of us are into that, though? Like, how much of us are into the whole exclusive thing, though? Now, seriously, like, feeling-wise, how is it? Because that's the situation, though. Like me, sorry about that, chat. If you ask me personally, yeah, same here, bro, boy. If PlayStation still hasn't gotten the PlayStation still haven't had given a good price for Wolverine yet. I'm thinking that they're waiting to see the price of GTA 6 will be. Listen, PlayStation's gonna charge more on the users, man. They're not fucking around anymore. They're gonna charge them more money because I mean they gotta keep PlayStation alive, and the only way to have PlayStation alive is charge them more money. That's the only thing they're gonna do. Because the thing is that the fanboys don't understand how Sony works or how the company works. PlayStation is the lung right now. It's the lung. And so what I mean by the lung is that PlayStation has been, out of all the Sony business, one of the most successful ones in there. And so that lung, any money that comes in, pumps into the other stuff, like the TVs, like the music, like the movies, and all this stuff, right? And that's the truth, though. Now the question is, how much is that lung going to support? Because look, the strategy has shifted a lot. Gamers have moved around a lot. And if they don't see that, well, that's on them, though. Not my fault that they're counting now on their PlayStation fans to go ahead and buy their games. Because look, They're not buying them though. Astro Ball until 2.5. I'm like, why? May sounds different. Let me go check my microphone just in case, you know. Hold on a second. Let me go to settings though. Oh. Okay, is it better now? Shoot. I was in the hotspot. Why didn't you guys tell me that my microphone sounded different? I was in the webcam audio. Shoot. We'll probably see the return of the only on PlayStation branding as well. I mean, they'll probably see that, but the problem is how long can they hold that off though? That is the question. I don't know how long they're going to hold that off. They're probably going to increase the price on the software, you know, just to get gamers, you know, to come buy it. But the thing is, how much is the PlayStation fan going to take from that though? And when will it be the time they're going to sit there and understand that your wallet is more important than fanboying or champion for these guys? Even me, I see a lot of things about Xbox though all the time. Like those console prices are super fucking high. They do. Yeah, I just switched to the Blue Yeti. I was in the Osbot microphone though. BG Fight School made a good point. Xbox fans could have voted for free online and get full game special, but people want exclusives though. But that's the thing though. Look, you can drop the exclusives on Xbox, right? The service, yeah, that's the thing though. I don't understand why does the camera does that sometimes though. It's weird. Let me go see. Let me turn this off real quick. See if that switches up a little bit. Is this better now? Yeah, I think it's the light. Oh shoot. Justin B said, if Xbox goes back to exclusives, Xbox gamers need to buy games. But here's the thing though, Light. Who is buying this? Because even PlayStation fans have lied about this several times, that they buy their exclusives, that they buy all this stuff, that they do this, they do that, but they don't buy shit. So who is buying this though? And yeah, the contrast is real bright though. So I'm gonna have to lower. So I gotta do something real quick, chat. Let me just lower the curtain because I guess the light that's coming from over here is the one doing the contrast and kicking my butt. Oh, spooky Louie. Spooky Louie. Oh, man. All right. Now, is this better now? To be honest, though, this looks way better. I should be streaming like this, though. Oh, chat. Another thing, though. Guess what happened? I forgot to mention this. The lady is leaving. I already sold her. You got to say goodbye to the lady, chat. We're going to do an honor episode of her and say goodbye to her. She's leaving. I sold her. Someone came in the other day and said, oh, I'm going to buy this. I'm like, okay, I'll sell it to you. They're like, okay, how much? I said, for this price. And, man, they pay cash. They pay cash. And, yeah, she's leaving, chat. Say goodbye to the spooky lady in the background. Wow, this looks better. But shit, now you guys cannot see the Xbox logo or anything. Damn. Holy Louie. Yeah, but now we cannot see like the Xbox shining. The logo on the back, though, it's like they shines real bright, though. Wow, that's crazy. We got to change the painting in this room so those lights can look nice and clear. Yeah. 2,000. So the lady is leaving, chat, just to let y'all know. She's about to go. So it's me, the broke boy Lewis, with the $5 super. He says, marketing suggestion for Xbox. Series S for $350 include a $50 Xbox gift card to put towards a certain auto game, which could be a Grand Theft. Ah, there you go. Now it look better, huh? I did the. I gotta fix the camera settings when it comes to these colors though. Try to sharpen and tone it down a bit. Yeah, I kind of like it this way though. Yeah.
Yeah, she's leaving, chat. She's leaving. She's finally gonna go home. Put a picture on her Discord if you want to see if AI can identify who she is. Louis, how long did you have it for? Almost a year. I had that painting for almost a year here. Because the thing is, that painting, it's got a funny story. It was in my mom's house for a long time. My mom wanted to get rid of it because she does not like it. Then I went to my father's house. My father's like, I don't like the painting either. I don't know where to put it. So I said, Dad, bring it over here. I'll try to sell it, make some money off of it. So yeah, bring it over here. So he brought it over here. We hanged it on the wall. I took pictures, put it on Facebook Market, tried to sell it. Because, I didn't want because because the thing is, on that painting, that frame is really fucking expensive. The frame on it. The frame on it itself costs a lot of money plus the painting though. So I finally got a good deal with it. Finally did. But bro, boy, I love your idea though. Yep. $50, to get that game in there. Yes. I remember seeing it when you were at Boom Show. Yeah. It was there though. But yeah, it's finally gone, chat. It's finally leaving. So say goodbye to her. She's going to go away. Which is good. So now I'm going to have to write to someone and say, hey, I need something to print to put there. There's loads of great videos on YouTube. You'll be surprised at the results when you get settings are done right on your webcam. Yeah, I'm gonna go look for that later on today. I gotta sit there and do something. Oh, Farq, since you're here, I need you to teach me how to make thumbnails. Seriously, because I know you're gonna be away for the week of Xbox. And you know what? I'm so mad, chat. Now the money comes in, chat. The money comes in for me to say, hey, I'm going to LA. Seriously now. Because with that money, I would have paid my LA trip. But it's too late, though. If PlayStation has the market rights, find a way to get off mentioning the game without actually mentioning it. Ah, she went live on in the intro for Good Morning. Yeah, she is still on the intro though. But hey, she's gonna leave though. Goodbye to the painting. Like I said, I'm mad though. Now we sold the painting and now, I got the money for LA. Now at this point though, PS Close Blue Point, I don't think they have the marketing rights. I think they have some. Listen. In the history, though, when it comes down to these consoles, they do have some sort of marketing right, and they have it for a while. Now, the question is, what is the marketing right going to be? Who knows? But I don't think they're going to pull the game off of Xbox, because if they did that, though, Asha Sharma's going to get it real bad. Even when I'm in LA, I can probably make the thumbnails still. But no, Farq, you're going to be busy, man. You're going to be busy as hell, though. All right, Farq, by the time you get in your room, it's going to be 9 p.m. your time. It's going to be 1 a.m. my time. Because LA, I think, is 4 hours behind, though. Sony don't even have underwear ATP. Oh Lord, yes they do have underwear. We found out the other day that we're selling underwear though. We did. If PlayStation has the marketing rights, okay. Let me see. Put a picture over on your Discord. All right. I'll put the picture on the Discord just for the heck of it. I'll put it. No problem. I'll put it for you guys. Just do some search. But that's the truth though. I mean, look. I know that people want exclusives back. I get it. But here's the thing, though. If we do get those exclusives back, right? If we do get those exclusives right, it'll be cool. Yeah, the brand gets its recognition. Cool. At the end of the day, it's gonna be more competitive. Yeah, but comes to question though, and this is the truth though. Who, like I always say, who's gonna pick this up? Because lately people are not picking up on games these days. People are holding off to pick up on games. They'd rather wait for a sale. They're not buying on day one. So once they throw that out there, how how are they going to sell it? How are they going to spin it for someone to pick it up? Fans that are pissed, if they're fans, they already have two means of playing the games outside of PS. Yeah, I know you're right there. I know you do. I know you do. But don't worry, FarQ. I mean, just listen, FarQ. You're gonna teach me for that week. But once you get back home, though, and you know you have the time, say FarQ. Here you go. Cause look, I just want to learn how to do it, just in case you don't show by, because you know you're gonna be busy that week. Cause heck, that's gonna be 5. Wait, it's only for the weekend though. Oh, okay. But yeah, you know, that's how it is. I don't care about exclusive further than I'm talking smack to the ponies. And that's the thing though. Like, look. It's just a thing to add to the console for us to console war and have some fun. But at the end of the day, though, chat, like I was saying, I did not know it was zoomed in, okay? But like I was saying, though, who is buying this? Who is picking this up? That's the area where I'm curious about. Because, look, listen, for the last 7 years, right? Let's say 2018, 2017, when the Xbox One X came out, the word was exclusives. That Xbox didn't have games. You know, they always had a negative thing to say about Xbox, right? Always. There was always something negative to say about Xbox. But in 2020, all of a sudden we see PlayStation shift and start putting the games on PC. And I always sat there and I was like, why are they doing this though? You know, I always found it curious why PlayStation did this. Like, why are you putting your games on PlayStation in 2020? Why did you start putting this on there? And then came out the rant. They were saying, well, that was Horizon though, but where's Spider-Man? Where's this? I said, well, it's gonna go there pretty soon. They were like, no, it's not. Blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden, everything started to come over there. Literally everything. They put Uncharted, they put their big head titles out there. And I still sat there and said, why are they doing this though? And then when ABK deal happened, I found out the truth. I would say, so wait, all that exclusive smack talk was just to add something to talk bad about Xbox. And then the Xbox tax came out. Yeah, man. Good luck, man. I wanted to meet Silent, man. Seriously. And then the Xbox tax came out. And then I was like, oh, so now I see, though, people talk a lot of shit about Xbox for nothing. Xbox does, you know, put the games over there, and yet people out here, like I said, are afraid to say, hey, PlayStation, start putting your games. I mean, they don't put pressure on it. All they put pressure is on Xbox, saying, what games are you guys going to throw out there? Because, hey, it's easier to put pressure on them, and it's easier for me to talk about Xbox about that, though. But it's not easy for them to say, hey, Xbox, push this. Why don't they, I mean, not Xbox, I mean, what's it called? PlayStation, start putting your games over here. Why don't people talk about that, though? And Danny Pena made a tweet, though. He said loud and clear, imagine if this game wasn't PlayStation Day 1. Because, you know, it did well on PC. And then Hazardous Gaming came out and told him, which he was right, though. Why do you guys only want Xbox to be multi-platform? Why don't you guys want PlayStation to be multi-platform too? Why don't you guys want Nintendo to be multi-platform? But it's just Xbox, though. The biggest surprise was that COD on PS was funding up PS first-party games exclusivity deals. Yes, Safo, that was true. A lot of things came out to the truth. That's why when I go to I use the ABK. I talk about a lot about the ABK deal because the ABK deal brought a lot of truth into light, though. Things we did not know. The dirty laundry came out. And we found out the truth about these boxes. Like, wait a minute, hold up. Then why are you guys telling me about exclusive? Why do you guys throw that shit in my face? Like, again, why would this be good that PlayStation pulls away from PC ports? Because they don't want the console to have that? Like, how is that going to destroy your brand? Because to be honest, though, I like Sony's strategy. Sony had a good strategy. Sony said, okay, first it comes to the box. 2 years later, when the dust comes off, I'm throwing it over here. There was nothing wrong with that strategy. It was a good strategy. I know people wanted day and date on PC. I wanted that too to happen. Because at the end of the day, it's going to get more sales for them to keep on going. But the thing is, now they're pulling back on it for what? Now they're, again, it's like a flip-flopping thing. We do not know what the heck they're going to do. That right now they're saying, oh, we're going to go back to this. But hey, they're going to go back to that. I mean, we don't even know what the heck is going on there, though. Speaking of that, seeing ponies saying like it's late for Xbox to bring back exclusive, but PlayStation can, like how that makes sense? Oh, you know, they're moving up the goalposts. I mean, hey, Pickles, listen, you need to understand something. Look, Pickles, look. Pickles, look. You need to understand something. There is no way you can get the best psychologist, you can get the best therapist, you can get the best everything. Everything out there, you can get the best. No joke, you can get the #1 person out there in the world. You know, that's making tons of money being a psychologist. You can get, listen, you can get the Pope, you can get anyone out there. You're trying to understand these ponies, and you guys, no one would ever understand how they think. So seriously, you know what I say though? I just laugh at what the stuff they say. You know, for me, it's just a funny thing. Because they don't even know what the heck is going on. Like, okay, you cheer for PC ports being pulled away. You cheer for Jason Schreier for going out there and saying this. But how is this good for you when on the other side, though, they are increasing the prices? They are getting greedy on your asses, and you guys not notice this because you guys are so fanboy dumb by it that seriously, I don't know when in the blue hell y'all gonna wake up to it. And you know, we go on here and talk about it, and you say, oh, Louis, this. Okay, you know, they want to face Louis and everything, but look, I even say that for the Nintendo Switch too. People buy the Nintendo Switch to play. Look, Mario does really well. Of course, fantastic. You know, they got their own games, but those are games that actually do sell and actually do well. They're actually really important games in the around the world. I mean, those are, it's like wrestling. Hulk Hogan was wrestling. Nintendo video games is Mario, period. When you mention video games, it's Mario. That's it. It's not God of War. It's not Last of Us. None of these. It's not Master Chief. No. It's Mario. For us. For nowadays, for kids, it's Fortnite. I don't even know who the hell character's name in Fortnite is. Or Minecraft. Or... If you take notice of this, my friends, it's the truth, though. That's what's going on. So, and then, okay, we were getting this was battle, right? Cool. That's just like PS fanboys. PS don't need PC sales. They only made 2.5 billion off of them. Also, PS fanboys, Xbox made 670 million off their PS ports. Xbox needs PlayStation. That's how it is. Put some respect on Master Chief. Say, man, look, why so serious? I'm not disrespecting anybody for what I'm saying. I'm actually speaking the truth, though. Mario is about video games, like wrestling. I mean, there's a lot of good wrestlers. I mean, I can't mention wrestlers that are better than freaking Hulk Hogan. No fucking joke. Ric Flair is better. Triple H is better. Shawn Michaels is way better. The Undertaker is 100% more millions of times better than all these guys put together. But the wrestling name is Hulk Hogan. It's like Mario. Mario's video games, right? Mario. When you mention Mario, oh, that's a video game. That's it. Mario's probably the most well-known gaming IP to the general public. Everyone, even non-gamers, know who Mario is. That's what the same thing with Hulk Hogan. And it's true though. I've seen this a lot of times though. I've heard this before. You know what wrestling is? Isn't that the thing that Hulk Hogan does? That's all they know. That's how Mario is. But again, who is buying this though? And Mario was the one who put video games into mainstream. Mario was the boom. And that's why, till this day, go ahead, go buy a Super Mario NES game cartridge that is graded. Go buy it. See how much that cost. It costs more than the damn house. No, Joe, you can right with how much that game costs, you can literally buy like 5 or 6 or probably 10 houses with that cash. Yeah, I did see it though. I did see the Hulk Hogan documentary. It's really good. But that's the truth though. I mean, that's what I mean though. Video games was mainstream by Mario, and wrestling was mainstream by Hulk Hogan. I use Hulk Hogan as an example for that. But yeah, I just love how they say it. So it's true though. So PlayStation made $2.5 billion off of them. All right, let's do the math real quick. It's been a 5-year tenure though, right? 5-year tenure. Let's see though, 5 years. So let's see though. What was it? 2.5 billion. Okay. Where's the calculator? All right, divided by 5. They were making 500 million a year. Fucking A. Literally, those guys were making 500 million a year. You think that's not a good amount of cash though? Let's use it. Let's use this for an example. Check this out, chat. You guys ready? You guys ready? Here comes dude with the facts though. From PC ports, they were making, if you divide it by 5 years, they're making 500 million a year alone from PC ports. But look at Saros though. How much does Saros make though? 300,000 copies, 21 million bucks. Only 21 million bucks they made from that. If that's the correct number though. Because we do not know what the correct number is, because that, again, that's a linear though. I do not trust a linear, no matter what they say or what they put out there. I don't trust them. But we're just using that as an example because it's the only number we have for right now when it comes down to Saros. That's it. I think the Seal Mario 64 copy. So yeah, again, you can buy a couple houses with that, and rent them and live good instead of buying the damn thing for 1.5 billion. Wait for someone else to buy it though. Holy shit. But that's the whole point though, right? They act like it's not a lot of money. Okay. Sony has the majority control of Peanuts franchise. The next Charlie Brown game could be a PS5 exclusive. What's gonna be called? Snoopy Come Home? And then when they start the game, it says Snoopy, Snoopy, come on, Snoopy, come home, come home, come home. Oh God, you just gotta laugh at this stuff. You gotta laugh at this stuff. So here's another thing that can happen though. Okay, cool. You guys are going to get, all right? You're gonna leave the PC ports. So what's gonna happen next with the games? Will they be cheaper made? Will they be? I mean, would it be on less budgets and stuff like that? Because why don't y'all have never sat down and analyzed the situation, huh? No joke. They don't look at what happens next though. Will we finally get the PlayStation PC port or PC app? And remember this article right here? Let me see if I can get this article. So, earlier this morning, Lights was challenging me about this, so I got a question for you, Lights. Seriously. This is why it gets tiring, though. Xbox is flip-flopping on PS5 again and it's truly getting tiring. PlayStation is flip-flopping on PC again and it's truly getting tiring. That's what I'm saying. It's annoying. Because they have not made an official statement. Can't believe they were out there telling staff, oh, we're not going to do this. Okay, so here comes the question. What's going to happen to Nix's? What's going to happen to this company? What's going to happen to the guys who develop Saros, though? Because seriously, I don't know if they're going to make it, though. It's a scary fucking scenario when it comes down to this. It is. It's a crazy scenario out here when it comes to this shit. Because, fucking A. Dudes who made sours are cooked. Yep. That's what I mean, though. They do not worry about what's going to be the fucking after effect after this. All they worry about is getting their console boxes, you know, getting their games back to console. Okay, but are you guys buying them? Are the fans buying them? Because let me tell you something. All these content creators out there, literally, majority of them, they're probably getting codes. Just saying, though, probably getting codes. I said probably, just in case. So they're not buying them, though. So that's one. Two, how is the fan base going to pick that up when the fan base is not literally buying games? So that's why, you know, I sit here and I look at this stuff. And I see what people play every day. These boxes, they're buying them just to play the same damn 10 games. On Xbox and on PlayStation. At least Forza Horizon sometimes makes it in the top 20 and goes up in the numbers sometimes. But on PlayStation, though, their exclusives are not even to be seen in the top 20 as much. Xbox about to buy? No, they're not going to do that. Xbox cannot pick that up. I'm sorry, they can't. Wow, them punters are thinking they're entitled. But, again, look. It's like what I said, though. Right? They got the price increases on consoles to cover for that. They're getting prices increases on Plus to cover for that. And sooner or later, we're probably going to see some software prices increases to cover for that loss. The 500 million extra million they were making, ho, ho, ho. Oh, man. Oh, baby. Let's do some math. Because math, you know, the numbers don't lie, though. Let me grab the calculator again. I want to know something, though. How many users are out there? 125,000, right? 125, is it 125 million users? Yeah, 125 million users. Times that $1 they're going to make extra. That's 125 million. Huh. Okay. That is if they do have the essential, though. But let's say, let's cut it half in two, right? 125 divided by 2, that's 62.5. Okay, 62.5 million times the $3. That's 137 million extra plus the 125 million they're going to make extra. It's 312,500,000. Oh, it's getting close to the 500 million that we're making on PC. Oh, okay. Yeah, so I see that happening, though. There you go. Math is simple, though. Ray always said they should be asking PlayStation why PlayStation is flip-flopping and making gas games. That's simple, Rayoid. Because that's where the money maker is. It is. I mean, look, let me see something. How about it, seriously? You guys ready? You guys ready? This is why they want these gas games, my friends. Look. Just this one alone, though. Counter-Strike 2. 20. I think it's a 30-year-old game almost. Brings in $1 billion annually. $1 billion annually. That's why they're trying to make these gas games. Let's go to Fortnite. Fortnite. Here you go. And this is one game. One fucking game, chat. One game. Fortnite, 4.5 billion to 6 billion. That's why they want to go to gas games. Because if they can get a game like that to bring in that cash, or at least something more than what they bring with these single player games, that's why they're heading over there for that. Colin hacked, yes sir, Google Boy, he's been hacked though. To be honest though, it sucks though. Because look, we can laugh about it because it's Colin though, but at the end of the day though, it affects us. I mean, if we have PlayStation accounts and play on PlayStation though, we gotta watch out for that. It can affect all of us. Can you imagine me getting my PS5 back and all of a sudden I turn it on and I see that my account has been hacked? I'll be pissed. And that sucks though, that people that security is still, for the last 13 years, has not been fixed. Still has not been fixed, that problem. They have not fixed the situation with all the fucking hacking. They have not fixed the situation with the hacking of Spider-Man and all that shit. I mean, Wolverine was out there for people to play. That's insane. They have not fixed that. They lost 1 petabyte, and look at this. Oh, shoot. I'll go get it. I'll go get it. I had to go into a meeting, Louis. Did you see any message about? Let me go grab it. Let me go grab it, bro. Boy, I totally forgot about that because I've been on a rant, though. Woo. Let me go see. Let me go see. Where is my Discord? Where is my Discord? In general Discord. Oh, looks like the $1 is back. Let's see though. I'm trying to get it, bro, boy. I'm trying to get it, my friend. Nope, it's not here, bro, boy. Can you resend that again, my friend? Because I can't find it, though. The splash thing, I cannot find it, my friend. If you can resend that again, I would totally appreciate it. Oh, yeah, of course, though. That's why I never had credit card on my PlayStation account. All my games are physical from Sony. Laugh out, guys. I'm a physical guy. Like the ponies like to say. That's good, though. I mean, you're protecting yourself. But look, even though, taking your account with all the work you're putting behind it, though, is terrible. But I'll tell you why this is happening. You guys ready? You guys ready? And this is the truth I'm about to say. It's going to hurt them. And the truth is, they don't focus on themselves. They focus too much on Xbox. And I even put that tweet out there in Twitter yesterday, and I said it loud and clear. It's time, and I said this before even on here too, it's time for y'all to start looking at your own fans instead of looking at Xbox's fans. Y'all need to get away from it. Which is true, because if you guys don't start looking, guess what happens, chat? Guess what happens? They get all these situations. They need to start looking at that. We've been talking about this for months. But like I said, in December, we talked about the French guy who came up and said it. And we talked about it last year, too. We have several times. Several freaking times we have. All right, got it. There we go. Let me go visit sites. Let me go copy this and paste it over here. So, yeah. I mean, it's been brought up several times. You're gonna have a message of the guy saying you're next. Wait, hold on a second. So that guy's Bill Goldberg? Bill Goldberg, what you doing out there hacking people's accounts? Exactly. Is that Bill Goldberg? Goldberg! Sorry, Chad, I had to say that out loud. So this comes from my friend Will the Broke Boy Lewis out there on, Twitter. So this is the cool logo splash when you launch. Xbox PC, I just got a new logo splash launch screen, which is nice though. Look at that. When you launch that, look. Man, that is looking beautiful, man. Each time, like I said, you keep getting all this great Xbox news. Now we're packed with Game Pass. Now we got, now we have what's it called? We got a voice to over there and express ourselves and tell her. Well, that sounded wrong. Pause. Express ourselves? Wow, wrong. Pause. We got a voice. Man, I don't even know what the heck am I gonna say now. I lost my train of thought. Why is that so many ponies seem to have weird teeth? They like Snickers, I think. I don't know. I'm just kidding. I don't know, Chad. I don't know. I do not know. Ojo a esto, se han quedado solo ID, transacción antigua. Oh. You don't clean their teeth, Look, chat, listen. Listen, chat, listen, chat. Listen to what Lou's gotta say, though. Look. I don't make fun of people, personal hygiene, but they are, no matter where you go, there's stinky people pretty much everywhere, no matter what. Pretty much everywhere. I mean, there's gotta be that one person that's not, at least one. And it's alright, though. There's nothing wrong with that. But weird teeth though. Oh, see? Oh my God! See what I mean? Again, y'all better start focusing on your side of the fence. Well, look at that. Free on Xbox, PS5 owners made to pay $10 for new Darksiders upgrade. Wow. It's a new game. Oh my God. See, I warned them about this a couple years ago. I said, why are you guys thinking that this is all about quality that you pay $10 for? Sony's lying to y'all. No, they me. Sony's got quality, me. All that bullshit. Look at now you gotta pay 10 when we got it for free. Wow. And I love how Push Square these days has been really grinding them down. It's beautiful how Push Square's been grinding them down. It's beautiful. I'm loving Push Square these days. They're grinding them down. Keep grinding them, Push Square. Keep grinding them. You gotta grind them, Push Square. At least you're the only media site who has balls out there to say something. Damn. Guts, balls, whatever. You guys are saying everything right there. Which one? The Darksiders. The random PS5 order for Darksider War Master Edition, which is itself on PS4 remastered to the PS3. So yeah, it's the War Master Edition though. Current PS4 owners have to pay $10 to the new PS5 version, providing them to native 4K rendering, a photo mode, and DualSense controller features. The differences between that the Xbox Series X stem from how outdated the action title is priced at PS4. According to the press release, the PS4 version of Darksiders is remaining at $20, while today's new PS5 version is at $30. On Xbox, Yeah, so version is going up to price to $30 to match the Series X edition. Therefore, if you think of the PS4 version, there's an increase in price if free upgrading is offered. But hey, I already got that version though. So if it's getting a free upgrade, I'm getting the free upgrade. I have to pay $10 fucking dollars. Quality, yes. That was their main source. Yes. But the sad part about this, they won't bitch about it. They'll just shut up. They won't bitch about it. But at least Push Square's bitching about it, so I'm happy for them. Push Square, keep fighting these dudes off. And I just love this. Let me tell you, this is something I love. I love seeing this tweet. I love seeing this tweet yesterday. And let's read this tweet out loud right here. Let me see if I can grab that tweet. Right here. Right here. Oh, Gigi the Cheese. What? Hey, how you doing? What's up, Gigi? How you doing, girl? Gigi, I missed you. Where the hell you been? Damn. Where Gigi been? And here you go. This is one of my favorite tweets I read out there yesterday. Market conditions. Sony's most profitable generation, by the way. There is no defending it. No excuse. It's pure fucking greed. Yep. We're back to the PS3 days, chat. Pony Square, listen, they have been cooking the other day, and I love that they're cooking, and a lot of people are mad at that. A lot of people are mad at Push Square because they've been speaking the truth the other day. They've just been speaking the truth the whole time. Sometimes they go fanboy, of course, but they are speaking truth out of their teeth, though. Like hell. Sorrows didn't sell well, and they were mad that they went out there and talked about Sorrows. What's wrong with that? Actually, they talk about it's going to get more people to come over here and buy the damn game because that's something that you all don't do. You don't talk about games. All you do is fanboy out there on Twitter. PS said themselves are monetizing their fan base. Yes. Lin Tao said that loud and clear. Monetize their fan base, increase the console prices, and say F you to all of them. Wow, incredible. Incredible. True, I'm going to buy another Nintendo console anything soon. I'm never going to buy another Nintendo console anytime soon. So I got to get my fix. All right. Yep. They don't play them either. So again, good luck to them. I mean, they want to pull out of PC ports. Good luck, Sony. I mean, bro, good luck. Good luck. Because me, it doesn't affect me. I've been hiding, kidding. I've just been busy. Oh, okay. No problem. I mean, we all know. We all get busy. Hope you're doing well. Yes, I'm doing well, but I got a pain right here on my leg, though. I got a bad pain, though, because I'm doing bicycle riding, and I pushed it far yesterday. I said, okay, let's push. That sounded so wrong. Pause. But yeah, you know, instead of doing 1 or 2 laps, I went up to 3, though. And like today, like for me to sit down here, like my leg hurts. I'm like, ah, man. But yeah, I mean, but no worries, I'll get it fixed. Remember, folks, ponies buy games, so they gotta make up for the $10 for that upgrade, yeah? Shit. And they're getting greedier and more greedier by the minutes. But, hey, fine boys buy it. Have fun, my friends. Just keep on buying it. Yeah, have fun with that shit. Sony's plan can work, but they need to scale back for AAA budgets on games. Exactly. See? There you go. I said that earlier too, my friend. I said that earlier too. I said, okay, what are going to be the risk factors behind this? What's going to happen in Nixes? How are you going to convince the 60% to come buy your game? But yeah. So who's playing Forza? Anyone find any Japanese companies yet? I have not played Forza yet, Safo. I'm going to start today. I hope to God I can start today because I'm stuck with Subnautica though. But I'm going to be happy though because look, at the end of the day, I want Forza Friday to come back. I want the team to start forming again Forza Friday so we can get driving. Yep. I gotta get to that driving. Trying to find my first BAM. Find right now. Oh, barn, you mean? Oh, nice. No pain, no gain. Exactly, Gigi. No pain, no gain. You're right. You're right. I don't know if I can ride today, though, because I'm in extreme pain, though. I'm trying to find all the video game companies. Me too. Oh, you're trying to? Oh, nice. Oh, man. See, push square on the dot, though. Let's see what they say, though. I want to read this article. I want to read this article before we start heading out, chat. Before we start heading out. Because soon we got to head out, though. I want to read this loud and clear. Sony's killing its PC ports, but do you agree with this decision? Single-player games will be fully exclusive again. It's been a tumultuous day on PlayStation underpinned by a PS Plus increase and confirmation Sony's canceling PC ports of its single-player games. While the company hasn't made a statement, oh light, where are you? I don't see you. Where are you? Because you kept on challenging me this morning. Where are you? Did you go into hiding, my friend? Well, the company hasn't made a statement. Word comes by Bloomberg journalist Jason Schreier reporting on an internal town hall led by PS studio owner host. Schreier says the first person to report on Sony's plans earlier this year, but this is effectively confirmed the story and ties about a bow around it. We doubt the platform holder will address it publicly unless asked directly by shareholders or during a rare media interview. So, with the story, man, now they're calling me a receptionist, man. Shit. So, with the story effectively confirmed, I figured we could see another poll on the topic. Is this the right decision for PS5? First, I think it's important to underline exactly what's happening here. Sony will continue to release live service like Marathon and Marvel Token Fighting Souls on PC, as well as selected second-party parties like Kena, Scars of Cosmora. The decision will primarily affect single-player first-party games like the upcoming Marvel's Wolverine and Intergalactic Heritage Profit, for example. A PC port of Ghost of Tsushima was apparently recently canceled in line with the new initiative. The cost of making games has been escalating, and Sony's push into PC was seen a way to recoup the development costs, extended the lifespan of its games, and reach new audience unlikely to ever buy a console. But sales have generally been poor. especially once the novelty of its first batch of PC ports. PC sales represent less than 2.5% of PlayStation's revenue in the last fiscal year. PC players might argue supporting these games to storefronts like Steam years later impacted their overall appeal. But Sony's view is that launching these games day one would materially impacted the appeal of its own ecosystem. Sony makes the bulk of revenue from software and microtransaction sales within the PS Store, and a recent Circana report indicated that exclusives are the one factor consumers consider when selecting a piece of hardware. No, they did not. In our previous poll on the topic, approximately 71% of you agree with Sony's decision to scale back its PC porting program. But where do you stand now? The story has effectively been confirmed. And there's a question mark though. Has your opinion changed or even more? Certain the decision now. Herman Hall says, let it all out. Let us know in the thing below. Let's see though. I'm still not sure. Let's vote. Let's see what the results are. It's very important, they say. Okay. But are they buying them though? Oh man, some funny stuff. Tanero sounds about right. Every AAA studio will need to scale budgets back down to earth to survive in the future. Yep, 5.8 sales on first-party PlayStation ain't going back. Yeah, I do type fast, FarQ. I'm good at typing fast though. That's because I was trained. I can literally like type without looking at the keyboard. I can type with my eyes closed. No joke. Look, I can close my eyes. If I put the placement here, I can close my eyes and type in hello. There you go. Just did that with my eyes closed. I can type how are you doing right now. Oh, I skipped a beat there, but it's okay. How are you? Wait, my bad. How are you doing? There you go. See, eyes closed. Pretty good, huh? Pretty good. Louis pretty good at that. Because in my head, I know where every key is. No joke. The only keys I miss are the numbers sometimes, yeah. Louis does everything fast, Paul. Calling me a recessionist, though. Man, they're calling me a recessionist now. You see, chat, you guys are so mean to me. Man. But chat, listen up. The crazy one's gotta go. Chat, I got a busy day today. Louis, no matter what, you can't be money on typing, man. I can be, man, man. To be honest, all Sony has to do is drop PS Classics on PC with achievements and trophies. Yep. What does pause even mean? Okay, so pause means like, hold it, like for example, let's say if, how can I use this in a funny way? How should I use this in a way though? Like for example, I can say, man, yesterday I had so much pain. I was rubbing this arm with ease, to get the pain away. Oh shoot, what did I? Gotta clamp. I gotta clamp, chat. Ow, I got a bad clamp right there. Whoa, my fingers just closed. Oh man, what did I do that for? Oh my God, my finger closed on itself though. I couldn't open it. Time to stretch. I need to stretch though, chat. I need to seriously stretch though. Wow, that was painful. Oh, that's because of the bicycle riding. But yeah, like I can grab my hand and be like, I was rubbing my hand this way, and people be like, pause, what are you talking about? That sounds weird. So the pause because of a weird comment you made or something like that. That's why they say pause. I don't think the saying makes any sense though. Like pause, like hey, like for example, cramp or clamp. I don't know what the hell it is. Is it a cramp or cramp? I don't know. But literally, I can't even use my hand though. Oh, time to get the cream and rub it in. Pause. I reckon it was, aw, damn, see what I mean? There you go. Chat, hold on a second. I can't move my hand. I'm being serious though. It got, oh man. And it had to be the right hand. Out of all hands, it had to be the right hand though. Shoots, this is not good. Ah. Seriously, out of all things, oh Lord, out of all things, it had to be day one. Oh man, okay. Okay, get that medicine in there. Oh. Okay, it's back. Whew. Yo, this is the best thing on earth. No joke, chat. That's the Arnie Care thing. Hey, it's like Arnold Schwarzenegger says, muscle pain and stiffness, swelling from injuries and bruises. Arnie Care Gel, quickly absorbed, not greasy, fragrance free, so you can fart and it's still fragrance free. Exactly, man. No, seriously, this is what happened though when I put my hand like that. Like I got a bad. I don't know, and my finger just went closed. I couldn't open it. Shit. Louis using KY. What is KY though? Flip the bird at a PlayStation sign. It will sort out. Well, I don't got a PlayStation sign though. The PS5 box is in there. I quit using it out here because why would I have a PS5 box out here? It's okay, Louis. Old age destroys us all. I know, chat, I know. But chat, like always, before we go, you need some potassium. Yeah, I need some protein too. Before I go, tell me what you've all been playing. Like this morning, I had to eat eggs and avocado. That was my breakfast this morning, chat. And I'm under painkillers too. That's not KY jelly. This is Arnie Care though. Temporary muscle pain, stiffness due, minor injuries, operation warnings. Do not use if you're allergic. Okay. So let's see what does it have in here. It doesn't say the ingredients though. It has Arnica Montana. I don't know what Arnica Montana is, but okay. Wait, what? KY is a lubricant. Oh, I did not know that though. Castlevania. Oh, nice. I got that one, Taneros. You know what I did though? For the very first time, Taneros, I finally finished a really old Castlevania game. That was Castlevania, Super Castlevania. Was it Super Castlevania? Yeah. Forza Comfy UI, draw things and Google hunting. All right, nice. Have fun. I'm gonna start playing Forza today, chat. I started playing Forza today, and I gotta finish the rest of the games I have there left. I'm starting to pack up games, man. I'm getting lazy when it comes down to gaming. Ray G4, what's up, man? Now we're about to start heading out, my friend. We're about to start heading out. I played the first two Castlevania games and I loved them. Yeah, That's a pretty fun one to get, though. That's a pretty good one. I got it for a real cheap price, though. I got it for a real good price, though. I'm happy I did. Hey, see ya, bro, boy. See ya. But chat, thank you all for hanging out with me today. Thank you all for super chats. Thank you all for memberships. You guys rock. You guys are awesome. I love you guys to death. Seriously, chat. It's been a blast. Good show, though. Good show. And chat, like always, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and also hit that bell so I can tell you when XBI content comes on. And guys, have a beautiful night. Do mean a beautiful and an awesome Tuesday. And as always, I will see you guys on the Xbox International Podcast at 7 p.m. ET when we do come back with Sourblow, the Big Plume, and Silent Cypher. And on Fridays, invite me to Don XPR en Español with Elvis Elicita and Metal Berserker. And last but not least, good morning with Crazy Little Gaming when I send the signal out over there on Twitter X, Blue Sky, Discord, and YouTube. And that's why you got to hit that bell so you can know when the crazy one comes on talking about what's happening in the gaming news world. Chat, have a beautiful day, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning on Good Morning with Crazy Little Gaming. Bye, y'all. Have an awesome one. Woohoo.